It is Thursday night and you all know what that means. It's ILR, we're back again for round 3 of Season 5 of the Bahrain Grand Prix of ILR7. I'm coming to your own Wyatt, and just so I get this out of the way quickly, right? This isn't Kington, right? This is just Pete. I'm just going to call him Pete because I was more interested in getting to figure out who the driver was rather than to call him the right name. So it's Knighton, but I called him Kington. So we're going to get that one out of the way. I'm just going to call him Pete. So yeah, well, we've got that one out of the way at least. And yeah, I do apologise, but it does make for some great fun. It really irritates him. So you know, maybe I'll sneak it in there a few more times. But yeah, we have a qualifying at Bahrain. Shock of the century, it is dry here, and to no one's surprise, we're going to be seeing probably quite a bit of lack of rain this week. Although you never know, I think there's a Ferrari up there, a risky racer. Don't make the obvious joke. I'm not going to make that joke this week. I snuck it in last week, people weren't too impressed with me. So, yeah, we're not doing that one anymore. But, yeah, he was off the track, so hopefully he was okay, no damage or anything. But yeah, I think for all the cheers this week, it would be amazing to see rain somewhere. It would be a miracle. But yeah, we've already lost one. That's a shame, isn't it? You always hate to lose one that early. We've lost Moon Charlotte, and yeah, shame. Like I said, to see that people go so early, especially when we've got a full grid. You want to see all 20 people getting their laps in and making them very nice. Now, I'm going to get the championship standings up because obviously it's been 2 rounds now. It's probably about time we start sort of actually seeing what's going on with all these standings because, yeah, it's where it gets a little bit shaken up slightly. And remember, since it's only a shorter season this time round, this could be representative for the pattern we'll see all season long. That's obviously the ILR website wants to work today. It does! So, shock of the century, number 2, my good friend Pete is top of the standings. He's dominated the season so far. He's got 50 out of 50 points, and it's no real surprise, is it? I mean, I think we all expected this going into the season, but if he keeps doing that on his qualifying laps, he's not going to probably get first again this week, because that is well off the track. But no, in this game it'll probably count. Second in the standings, let's find him. Here he is, Kyle. He's on 30 points. He's had a 2nd and a 4th. So he's had a decent start to the season. I'm sure we'll see him hopefully continue that good form and possibly start to challenge for that top spot soon. We've got yellows in Sector 1 and 3, which is always a great sign. Voss goes fastest. Alex is in the pits, but he is P3 in the championship. He's had a non-start and a 2nd place, so that means he's on 18 points. So, you know, it's only a pretty major gulf between just 1st and 3rd alone. You know, over a race distance already, 32 points. It's pretty dramatic, to say the least. You must say it's looking rather good already for Pete, but let's not, you know, get too ahead of ourselves. Man, he's top of the session at the moment. Voss, he is currently 4th in the standings with a 3rd and a 9th. He is on 17 points, just 1 point off the top 3. We'll see if he can get himself back up there. Whiteout with the helmet, the best helmet on the grid. I will always say that for this tier. I mean, look at it, it's beautiful. He's 5th in the standings, 5th and 7th in his first 2 races. And I think on virtue of the extra position, he's had a 5th. While Biesma, who's 6th in the standings, has had 2 6ths in a row. So that means that Biesma will get behind Weiser because they're actually both on the same points in 16 in 5th and 6th in the standings. Munchalot, he just retired from the session. He's 7th in the standings with DNF in a 3rd. Rather inconsistent for the first few races and already out of this qualifying session. May not find himself climbing up too high, but he's only a handful of points off the top 3, as quite a lot of these drivers are. Murdoch F1, he's just gone top there. There's been a crash. Has there been a crash or just an off? I know I certainly saw Jacko off. It was, I think, just an off on its own. But he's round, so not a great start for him there. But yeah, as I said, Murdoch, he is currently 8th in the standings, a 4th and an 11th for him, leaving him with 12 points. No, where's Philip? There he is. Philip is 9th in the standings. He's got a did not start on a 5th, so 10 points for him up there in P9. Baza, where's Baza gonna be? Ooh, fun finding people. He's in the pits, but shit, we'll go on his name anyway. He's 10th, 7th, and 8th. So I mean, the top 10, 50 to 10 points. You'd think it's already a bit over, but early stages of the season. So that's your top 10. I only have 3 more point scorers actually. In fact. Let's go find one of them. Bill's been a rather unlucky driver so far this season. He had an 8 on a DNS. I'm sure he'll be looking to go a little bit higher today. He is 11th in the standings. Risky Racer is 12th on the track. And 12th in the standings. He's had a 9th and a 10th. And then I think our last point scorer so far this season is in 9th. And it is Jess. He's had a 10th and a 14th. Everyone else is yet to get off the mark on their points. That's not Fernando, OKK, Khalifa, Reader, Jacko, Profa, and Crazy Flying Rob. So we'll see what these guys get up to today, and that's only wasted 8 minutes. We'll move on to constructors, because you're not going to see the proper laps to the end, because it's one of them tracks where you're going to be qualifying on the soft. So, and you can probably tell this is being used as a bit of a time waster, so don't blame me for this one, but you got to get that information out there. So shock of the century number 3 is Ferrari top of the constructors, with Pete there really sort of carrying the team with his 2 wins. They're on 53 points at the top. Red Bull running second. I think they're running second in ILR5 as well. Watch that one after this. That is at 8 along with ILR4. But you know, I'm in ILR5. You want to watch me a little bit more, don't you? So get that one on at 8 o'clock. But anyway, point is Red Bull are second in both of them championships. Now Red Bull here on 45 points. Force India third in the standings on 28, with Cyber just 1 point actually ahead of Haas and Tar also. They're all within just 1 point. It's crazy to see how close it is already, but then again it is only after 2 races. Miyako, Cyber, Haas, Tar also 4th, 5th and 6th. McLaren 7th on 12, Renault 8 on 10, Mercedes 9th on 4 points, and Williams, just like real F1, they're last, but unlike this season they have actually got points. So, not too bad. I mean, everyone's got off the mark in the constructors so far. Always positive. Now, yeah, I think I've given you a proper rundown there. You should know everything you need to know about this championship now. And if you don't, you clearly weren't listening, because I went pretty in depth with that. I only wasted 10 minutes of a qualifying session. And yeah, sadly I can say it's a qualifying session where we have already lost a driver. And we got Corey in the chat, ILR3 winner now, supporting Jacko with his little chants in there as well. So hope he enjoys himself. We've got 8 people here. Good evening, welcome. Hope you're having a good Thursday. And yeah, looking forward to Baku this weekend as well. The F1, gonna have quite a lot of it. We're gonna have the ILR, and then I think on Sunday I imagine we're gonna get ILR pretty soon after the Baku race. It's gonna be F1 all weekend for you. Which I'm sure you'll love. I mean, Baku's always a crazy race, so we'll see what happens there. And once again, of course, don't forget that we do have ILR now all the way through the week until the end of Sunday, apart from Saturday, but who cares about Saturdays? You're all probably out getting drunk or something. But we, of course, have the 4 tiers for ILR Xbox on the Friday, and then we've got the top 3 PS4 tiers on Sunday, along with ILR Americas. I was going to say top 4, but it's sort of debatable to see who's fastest. I guess we find out throughout the season who's quickest. There's a McLaren in the wall. And once again, that turn 12 proving very difficult as Murdoch F1 goes off the track. But yeah, we've got the 4 tiers tonight. ILR7, 6, 5 and 4. Obviously 7 and 6 going on right now, and then we're going to have 4 and 5 after this at 8. Then we have on Friday, I think it's like 7, 7:30. I can't say I've ever actually checked, but it's something like that on Friday. We've got the 4 Xbox here. You should be able to find it all on the ILR website and Twitter, and really anywhere you look, I guess. And we also, like I say, on Sunday we have the top 3 PS4 tiers of ILR 1, 2 and 3. ILR 1 at 5, and then ILR 2 and 3 at 7. And don't worry, me and Soup will be back together for that one, because yeah, we had to be separated for ILR 2 last week. I had to go and do ILR 3 because Shugo wasn't there. Good race. I think you should watch both of them actually, ILR 3 and ILR 2. both had their fair share of action. And then at 10 o'clock UK time, this all is, by the way, we have ILR Americas. Obviously ILR Americas, that's going to be like 4. It's a calculated guess. America's time, you never really know, they've got their different time zones, but I'm going to guess 4 around in America. Just give it a go, why not? So that's our schedule for the week. And yeah, fun. Now, people will be starting to come out on track now for their soft runs. Now, the soft tyres are the optimal tyre for qualifying here. The sleepers just don't last very long and will likely lead to just simply humongous accidents if people aren't careful. So we will see probably the majority qualifying the softs just for safety and to enable the one-stop. You know, a very usable one-stop, which isn't just going to slow you down the whole race. We'll expect some soft to medium strategies today, and yeah, we will see. We'll see what happens with all that. Still seeing the yellow flags out. I mean, they don't want to stop, do they? Anyway, we're on board with Kyle. Let's see how this lap goes. Misses the apex massively. There's a Williams off the track there, and up the hill. We'll follow him a little bit. I don't think he's pushing fully. I was half expecting to see DRS open there, but you forget, of course, this isn't the official 2019 DRS zone yet, so they don't have the third one, which is a bit unnecessary, that third DRS zone, if I'm honest with you. But yeah, it's not here. That's the point. And yeah, I think Kyle's just on a slower lap. I don't know. I guess we'll find out later on, won't we? We've got a few people in the chat now. We've got Moonshot, who's like I say, sitting on the sidelines, cheering his teammate on at the moment. We've got Lenny doing his classic. And we have got Jake supporting Bill. And so everyone's supporting someone, I guess. Can I say Lenny's supporting me? I think I will. Although he does tend to leave straight away after he says hello, but still, I'm going to count him as a supporter. Don't leave yet. Anyway, Kyle. He's running very low on fuel, so we will see what he does in this lap. This will probably be his final lap, I guess. He's sort of got no opportunities off the track. Is that going to be in the wall? Not quite, but he does end up facing backwards, so he might as well have hit the wall. It would have been more dramatic anyway. And there's Bill, I think, going past there. We shall follow him instead. He's had an unlucky start, as I said, to the season. We saw Australia go a little bit wrong for him in every way. And he wasn't there for China. So let's hope and pray that he gets his season off to a good start. Now, he's got his helmet all Mercedes design. Look at that. Very nicely done. Suits the car very well. He knows what he's doing with his helmet designs. As you all know, I take very major interest in people's helmet designs. Some people could take that a bit wrong, actually. I probably should word that a bit better. But anyway, yeah. He's had a good job. He's got the number 1 though in his car, giving himself rather high expectations. Will we see that one replicated and shown on the actual timing boards by the end of the session? We only have 2 minutes 40 left, and as usual, there's yellow flags out 24/7. And it's looking like it's looking at a decent enough lap so far. We don't really, I don't know if we're going to see the time at the top beaten since it's on supers. And it's rather concerning to see we've got a 50-50 split at the moment of supers and soft runners, which really could lead to some chaos at the start, which is great. We love chaos, as long as it isn't going to kill someone. Voss retires, Pete's gone up there into second. Where's Kyle going to go? Oh, not Kyle, what am I on about? Bill! Where's Bill going to go? 4th. That'll be my name mistake of the day. It's becoming a bit of a trend, isn't it? Making mistakes. I'm not very good at this. Should retire, should move to something else like racing. Ah, wait, that doesn't work either. I need to fall back into my hole. There's Murdoch into 2nd place. Much higher than the other Murdoch would go anyway, if you all know what I mean. Well, hey, we've got the ILR2 boys in there, don't know what I'm talking about. Now, who else is actually on a lap and not on an out lap? We've got Baza, who's just started a lap. We've got OKK, who's just finishing a lap, I believe, anyway. We'll see if he keeps going. P10 at the moment. he may fancy going a little bit further, although he may just settle for that and maybe fall down a bit and get his free tyre choice. We'll see what they do. Here's Risky Racer in the second Ferrari. He's on a lap, but let's follow one of the super soft runners because there's potential of seeing a fastest lap coming out of Pro. But I think he's the highest one anyway on supers at the moment, so as good a chance as any to see a pole lap, I guess. Let's see what happens. Moonshot wants his last 2 question mark in the race. Hopefully that question mark is going to be replaced by a single digit number anyway. And yeah, he actually wants Carl to finish outside the top 10 to get his tyre choice. Like I said, I think 11 really, we see 11 being a rather lucrative spot actually quite a lot on the calendar, but I think here really more than most, because we just know there's so many horrendous corners, like turn 7 where Probe has just gone through there, and turn 12 we're seeing so many people spinning off already in the session that P11 could be crucial to actually who wins this race. I wouldn't be at all surprised to see the winner come from P11, although we have to wait and see how it pans out. At the moment, the top 3 Baza now in that 3rd spot. Top 3 all going to be on the supers at the moment, and we could well see that become a top 4. This is going to be very interesting. I was saying earlier on, I think in the ILR5 chat, that seeing people on supers at the front could cause a bit of chaos and you know, crashing, etc. You just never know what they're going to do in turn 7 or turn 12 because it is so easy to spin off. Especially with higher ballast, I assume these guys are probably going to be running a little lower ballast on the supers just for their own health. But we'll wait and see. Here comes Proba to the line. Only P9, but still it is a 50-50 split of supers and softs. Khalifa, he was on pole last week. He's 3rd today, and on a tyre that will surely not blow up on the grid. Oh, look at that. That's interesting. Alex has just gone fastest then in his Force India by 4/1000 of a second on the softs. Very good lap. That is very interesting indeed. We still keep the 50-50 split of softs, but I'm surprised to say that it is a soft runner on pole, not a supers. So that's incredible. Very good lap from Alex then on pole position here in Bahrain. I think we're nearly done on laps. Murdoch just needs to, you know, hurry up and get back to the pits. You know, moving on. Moonshot thinks that Pete's going to win it again. He's only the 3rd fastest driver on the soft. I wouldn't really count on this just yet, because he's nearly 3/10 off actually the pole position lap. I think that's an extraordinary lap from Alex to get himself on the pole there by just 4/1000 of a second, but on the tyre, which I was expecting to be nowhere near even having a chance. And what this could mean is that we could well still see a super soft driver first into turn 1, but could see a soft runner very high up in the early stages. If somehow Alex can survive the very long run down to turn 1, it's one of the longest on the calendar. I mean, look down that straight, it's very long. Hard to sort of tell from here, but they're about to go over the grid now, and he's going to be going over his pole position point anywhere now, and you can even see it just far away turn 1 is. There it is, there's his pole position there. It's a very long run. If he can somehow stay ahead there, that will ruin the super soft driver's race, but it will make his absolutely. So this start is going to be very crucial to this race. So it's Alex then on pole on the soft. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, we've got a 50-50 split, as I said, just definitely making sure, in the top 10, supers and softs. Expect to see some softs and mediums down in the bottom 10 positions. And with 20 viewers here, hello, welcome to the stream. You've come just in time for the race. And I think we're in for a very, very good race, very interesting race. And we're going to have some very good strategies going on here. Could we see some 2 stops? I imagine the super soft runners may well try that. I've seen on this track before, the very quickest round here can manipulate a 2 stop and make it work. Surprisingly enough, you would think it wasn't possible, but some of the best really can do it. So we'll see if people can pull it out of the bag today. But we shall wait and see what happens. We're just waiting for the game to load now. That's the fun bit. Just waiting and waiting and waiting. Oh, it's not raining. Well, that's a shame. So, I think the ILR count's already been in there asking who do you think's going to win. We've only sort of got a couple of people in there, so people feel free to put your opinions in who will win this race. And yeah, be interesting to see who you lot say. I imagine Pete will be quite a popular choice, with Moonshot already saying that it'll probably be Pete. But with that time from Alex, it puts him in a great position if he can keep that on the first lap. So we'll see what happens. But they're all 20 of them, by the looks of it, they're all still here. We'll watch them all come off the line, just making sure that no one's DC'd, because we tend to see DC'd and there's a slow tar also at the back, but I think that they are all here. Corey wants Jacko for the win. Well, that's going to be interesting from P19. We could see one of the great ILR drives if we see that one happen. I'd go as far as to say that would be the best of all time if he would win this one. So, yeah, written in the stars perhaps. Oh no, maybe not. If he does that in turn 1, possibly not. Unless that's his great tactic of heating the tyres up. Certainly doesn't look very good. Oh my goodness, we're seeing all sorts going on here at the back. Well, let's quickly go through the grid then. It is Alex, sensational pole position lap then from him. Let's just get every bit of info we need up. Voss second, Murdoch third, Khalifa fourth, Baza fifth. Gotta call him Kaneton one more time. Pete sixth, Whiteout 7th, best helmet in the league. Bill 8th, Beastman 9th, Proopa 10th. The 50-50 split on the tyres there, like I said, very interesting. Only 5 super soft runners on the grid. Philip 11th, Kyle 12th, OKK 13th, Crazy Flannery 14th, Paul 15th, Jess 16th, Not Fernando 17th, Risky Racer 18th, Jacko 19th. They're all on the softs. And Moonshot, only medium runner right there, gonna go long in the first stint and be a bit of a threat towards the end. Hopefully he will be starting right at the back in the Red Bull. Let's see what he does. Let's see what people are saying in the chat for who's going to win this one. Paul McGuinness, not the same Paul as we got in 15th. He's going to be saying Ericsson will win, so good luck seeing that one happen. Let's see, Jake wants Jess to win. Be an interesting one if she can. Sim Racing Matt. Pete Bottle incoming. So, varying opinions. And Nice Max giving everyone some good luck, hopefully. Although he does have a beer, so no drink driving, lads. But yeah, Moonshot is coming to line up on the back of the grid. And he's going to line up a full grid of 20 drivers here in ILR7 for the Bahrain Grand Prix. Anything can really happen. With this strategy at the front, we're going to see a very interesting run down towards turn 1, and we have got 5 red lights. And they get away. Looks like a decent start from Alex. Should get him most of the way down the strip, but we'll see how Voss gets on in the second phase. He's already into the lead of this race. How hard's Alex going to fight this one? You'd imagine he'll just keep it nice and calm, as Baza doesn't keep it calm. He dives up the inside, but it may well work out for him. On the outside, which turns out the inside, he's up to P2 on the start. So very good start there. We're seeing a few cars wide, but no incidents as of yet. And Baza does complete that move. So we're going to have 2 soft runners battling it then, 3rd and 4th. So Alex just did not get the ideal start there. As I said, it's just one of them long straights. It's not easy to hold on to your lead from there. And I do hope there's no damage for anyone from that start, because Baza did go for a bit of a dive into turn 1, didn't he? And we'll see if everyone's okay. Murdoch there on the inside, just about not smashing into the back of Pete there, but up in P7, Bill in P8. We're seeing a lot of people going deep into turn 10. I think we're all living now, all still surviving. And it is Voss in the lead of this race. Now his job obviously is to just try and get far ahead in these early stages, to along with Baza actually, just to make sure that the soft runners, when their tyres come into good form, aren't close enough to instantly start going for it. And I think Crazy Fan Rob may have fell down the bin a little bit there. I thought he was a little hard than that. Maybe he wasn't, I don't know. But Whiteout and Kyle are going to go for it, looking for any pit stops at the end of this first lap. And we're seeing Bill side by side with Murdoch. We saw them fighting a little bit on the first lap. Very briefly, I think down to turn 10. Phillips now down into the pit lane. And Bill and Murdoch, who comes out of this one on top? It will be Bill. Proopa passing Risky Racer, and I think Risky Racer, he's made a good few plays up the grid, hasn't he? He's really fighting on the start here to get up the field quickly. And certainly looking at a decent points position already, being one of the soft runners, passing super soft runners. And doing rather well. So Jess fighting away in the background. She's up in 14th at the moment. It's Proopa on the super sauce in turn 7. I was saying this earlier to the ILR5 boys that this could be the situation. Minchalot has broken his front wing, so I really hope he's okay. Doesn't have to pit later on. Looks like Alex is starting to fall further on the field, so he may have the qualifying pace, but they may be all he has. As Beesman now just crowds him out up to P4. And now it is Pete's turn on the outside. Not going to work there unless you want to have an airplane accident. On the inside of 13 though, that could work as Alex goes a little deep. And it's going to be Pete's run. We've now got the two super soft runners romping clear at the front. It's exactly what they needed to do. Both got a second to not only each other, but the soft runners. As Pete does get past Alex in the end. And Alex is just struggling. It's like he's a super soft runner, isn't it? It's really weird. He's driving like he's on the super sauce. That's what I'm expecting to see the super soft runners do. But no, from pole position, it looks like he's going to fall down into 7th in the coming few moments. Anyway, as Bill hits it back, but doesn't damage. And yeah, just needs to be patient with it. Doesn't need to go for any rash moves. I imagine he probably knows he's faster at the moment anyway. And yeah. We've now actually got 3 super soft runners still running in the top 4, so all is going well for them so far. It's about now how far can they go. It's a 29 lap long race, and Beesman keeps doing that. He's going to struggle a little bit and ruin his tyres. And we've got Paul McGuinness in there by the way in the shot. He did change his mind. He did say Murdoch for the win, which was just about as accurate as Ericsson by the looks of it. With Murdoch down in 8th at the moment, we'll need to build his way up the field a little bit if he wants to make Paul's prediction come true, but we will see. Like I say, it is only lap 3. DRS is enabled, of course, on this lap. Down in towards turn 11 and down towards turn 1. Turn 1 being a much more viable overtaking spot. I'll be very surprised to see, you know, many moves anyway into turn 11. It's certainly more possible on the game than it is in real life. We already saw Beesman pull it off, but now is under pressure from Pete, who then goes wide himself. Beesman style line there, but a Voss sets the fastest lap, 1.7 seconds clear. And now down towards turn 1, Pete, the championship leader, looking for 3 wins out of 3, up into P4 on the inside on his soft compound tyre. Still not the highest rated driver on them yet, as Beesman gives him a little bit of a nudge, as we see. Oh my goodness, hopefully Alex holds it on there. I think everyone avoided him. Very good driving now to avoid him. Pete gets past, so he's now 2nd highest rated driver on them sauce. But Alex's poor start to the race has just got even worse, as we did all see there in the background. Everyone got away safely there, luckily, from that incident, as Alex luckily didn't spin back on the track. It certainly looked like he might do that, didn't it, people? You know? Very skilled rally style driving there, but not going to help him very much in this race. Risky Racer, he started I think all the way down in 19th, or sorry 18th, my apologies, and he's already looking at some points very soon if Alex keeps on struggling like this one. Decent start for him. Now Khalifa looking to try and take back some of the advantage for the soft compound tyres. Is it now time for the supers to die out? Baza certainly seems to be dying now. I mean, Voss is okay at front, he's now 3 seconds clear, so maybe it's just a driver on driver thing. There's Bill passing, and now we see the other Mercedes on the Renault, and Khalifa, no punctures this week, up into P2, and luckily has one car between himself and Pete, who I imagine will end up being his biggest threat today. This should though be Khalifa's win if he just keeps it going. Whiteout and Murdoch fighting it out in turn 1, a little bit of contact through 2, and on the run to 4, Will Whiteout fancy a move on the inside? I think he's going to give it a go. It's not as easy as you may think though. Down the inside, goes a little wide, and Murdoch cannot carry the momentum. In fact, Alex is going past him. I don't want to see people going side by side through here, especially when one of them is on the super softs. And Murdoch just about lives. But does lose the place to Alex. It's down to P10 for the super soft runner. And now we're seeing, I think Beansman going wide again there. And Pete on the inside in towards turn 11. Easy move on Baza. I don't think Baza can really defend it with the way his tyres are at the current moment. And only on lap 5 could we be seeing an early pit stop for the Renault driver. Because he's going to have to pit at some point, isn't he? It could well be a 2-stop, I guess, from here. Soft and soft. I guess that may be his only choice. I don't know if anyone can make a set of the mediums go this far. Be impressive, but unlikely. Let's see, Baza, he can't pit yet. I guess he still has to go somewhere in the tyres. Beesner, though, has thrown in the tile. He does not want to go on these tyres much longer, but he also speeds in the pit lane. It's a shame to see them do that, really. I mean, you'd have thought by now they'd have learnt, but nope. No. Does he have to take that 5-second penalty now? It wouldn't make sense, wouldn't it? And on to, oh dear, Probe is retired. We'll see his card. There it is in turn 12, and Beesma leaving the pit lane. Took his time. That's why I was worried there for a second. Thought he may be stuck, but he's okay. Not Fernando is looking on the back of Paul at a move, so we'll see how that one develops later on. Jess as well now, only 1 spot off the points in her Williams, so she's having a very good race so far. I think she's made about 4 or 5 spots as well. Yeah, 5 spots, Risky Racer and Jessen. And Kyle, I didn't even notice Kyle, they're the biggest movers so far. So yeah, good from Kyle as well to get into P6, very good driving. Bill now though is on the back of Baza. He started in P8 on the grid. I think Baza was a 4, was he 4th actually? Has he come back? Oh, he's 5th, sorry. Anyway, he may fall back down to that 5th any moment now. Into the final corner. I see P is in DRS range of Khalifa. We'll see that one pan out later on though. Baza already on the defensive. Down the main straight. Can't pit yet. Too early for him. Goes back to the racing line though, and Bill on the inside takes it nice and easy. Doesn't want to mess this up. Cuts the corner though. Maybe not the best move of his life, and he should though get it up the hill now. He does have more grip, and you can now see on board the Renault of Baza, the Mercedes should drive away from him, but around the outside Baza will try and stay in it, but there's just not enough grip to hold it around the outside, and Bill gets himself ahead. Now Pete through turn 7, sliding about a little bit, but still within the DRS range, 0.9 of a second near enough to the back of Khalifa, and he will get DRS. There's the line now, and we will see. Oh, maybe not. Guess not. No DRS from now. Huh. Interesting that. I'm rather surprised he not get DRS, but Kyle now is battling Baza, and his tyres, the Renault driver, is just starting to die really quite a lot now. If Kyle hadn't went off there, I think Baza would have been overtaken. And down the back straight. No DRS here, funnily enough. If you would have thought of all the straights put it on, it would have been this one and the main straight, but no, let's put it down towards turn 11 instead. Kyle tries on the outside. We'll get it done on the exit. There's Voss, our race leader. No more our race leader. Baza into the pits as well. And I imagine we may see Murdoch follow. Nope, Murdoch will be the last man on the supers to stay out on the track. So Voss gets away well already out of his pit box. Alex passing Whiteout, so he's finding some pace again and then Sauce, as we saw earlier. And we'll see what sort of traffic Voss gets into. He's behind Jess, and ahead of Jess is a good 5-second gap, so it's not the worst situation in the world. And the guy behind him is his teammate, who'll be useful for backing the field up if he needs to. So that's worked out rather well for Voss. Baza, he's gonna try it at 1 stop. by the looks of it. Mediums to the end. We'll see how that one works, but that's an interesting strategy. I thought someone might try it. Now, Whiteside looking at making the move on Alex again, who, as I said, is starting to find some form now in them tyres and looking rather good. But then goes wide side, so that'll help Alex maybe start to close up on Kyle, who's now at the P4. And let's go up to the leading battle, shall we? Because this could well be brewing up a very nice move into turn 1 if Pete cannot outbrake himself, which he may have done into that last corner. We'll see. Full on the overtake though. He's going to go for this. We've got Khalifa on the same engine mode, but crucially no DRS or slipstream. Defends to the inside. Pete goes for the very wide line in turn 1. Side by side up the hill. And we're going to see Khalifa let Pete really pass there. Didn't fight that one too hard. And so we see the Ferrari man taking the lead in this race. And all eyes really, I think, have to be on Voss right now as he goes down the inside on Jess. No real point in her fighting this one. It's 7 lap better tyres at the moment. Just let him go. Let him drive away. And we have to wait and see if Voss can somehow make this 2-stop work. It's unlikely, but he's got a good 5-second gap ahead of him to stretch his legs and really start to make time up again. And I know it shows super sauce in his car, but ladies and gentlemen, this is Codemasters. And as I've always said before, and as I've always been right about before, always believe the graphics, right? See that little ladder? Well, I say little. See that big ladder on the left hand side of the screen? That is showing you the correct tyres. See this glitchy mess on the screen right now? They are supers, but they're really soft, okay? Although maybe they're just taking on their inner F1 2019, because of course the red tyres are the softs for 2019, which isn't at all confusing. But yeah. Oh, Jess nearly losing it there in the background through turn 12. In the points, she doesn't want to mess this one up. And Murdoch, because he got a puncture. He has, rear left, you can see he was slowing down the straight. And that shows you why, I guess, the supers just wasn't the best strategy. But well controlled by Murdoch to get it back to the pits safely. But that does ruin his race. And Paul's ambitious prediction has just gone down the toilet, I think, with that puncture. And there's no team waiting for him either, so that's brilliant for Murdoch. His team have deserted him, they haven't bothered, and now he's just drifted out. He's changed the tyres himself. It's Mika Hakkinen, if anyone remembers that tuned cartoon. And yeah, out into P16. Now there's yellow flag somewhere. Could be Crazy Flying Rob. Might have been. Okege's got past him. I don't know if it was him who causing the others. They're gone now anyway. Everyone in that immediate area seems to be looking okay. I must say again, I know I like looking at people's racing helmets, but for some reason I really like Jess's one. It seems to fit with the car quite a lot. I don't know why. I haven't said anything about you know, the two Williams designs are very nice on their helmets. It's more nice than the livery, isn't it? But it fits with it. Looks nice. Just had to point that one out because I kept noticing the very nice design. I mean, it's only one colour, but still. Paul still insisting though that Murdoch will win the title. Yeah. Screenshot. But anyway, I'd say Alex is still trying to build his way back up after a disappointing start. And I said he may catch up to Kyle soon, and here he is. He has arrived. Now, what's he gonna do? Up the hill, looks to have more grip. It's really weird. His tyres are only sort of come into life later on in the stint. This is completely different to everybody else. But he's enjoying his time. It's nearly side by side with Kyle, but not going to go for here unless he wanted an airplane accident. Although that doesn't mean I won't try it in ILR5 later. You hear me now, Paul? I will kill you in ILR5 later, potentially, if we're side by side here. just gotta warn you. And yellows again. There's Crazy Flying Rob, and of course this happened with a car 40 seconds behind him. So we're gonna have to wait a while to figure out what happened to him. Look out for a stricken cyber. Has he died on the straight? That is an interesting one. How does he manage that? Must have been contact with someone. But he's dead on the straight, out of this race. And, yeah, it looked fatal. So I do, well, agree for his family, I guess. Anyway, down the inside, Alex isn't quite going to go for it. Pete was a bit defensive there to the inside, by the way, but not close enough, I think, for Khalifa. Bill, undercut time. Will he jump his... What is this, Codemasters? Can you please fix this? That's not how pit stops work. We're not all Mega hacking in there, that's how you do it, don't force India, but no, you get held up instead. Okay, maybe you should be Mega hacking in. Whiteout got a 5-second stock to penalty, but he does have the best design on the grid for his helmet, so it's okay. Risky Racer has been overtaken by Voss. So, I mean, he'll be in the lead, but he'll have to pit later on. And I assume he'll maybe try... Will he try supers at the end? He could try it. I mean, it's not out of the question. Will Murdoch in there saying that he is the better Murdoch. Debatable. Yeah. Sorry. But, anyway. We'll worry about Voss later on. It will be interesting to see what he does. And also interesting to see what Baza does. Because he's on mediums and potentially going to the end of this race as well. He's already back into the points. Oh my goodness. Turn 12 again. Claims another driver. And this time it's championship leader Sir Kington. Had to call him that again. But yeah, Pete out of this run. Mr. Knighton not having a good night. I'm happy with that one. I'll take that one. And when I say that, I mean I will take the pun, not the retirement. Although some people will be quite happy. Championship leader. Dominant championship leader. Out now of the race. I do apologise. Hope Pete doesn't watch that one back. He'll be very embarrassed again. If calling him Keyneson wasn't bad enough, now I've made fun of his good name. But anyway, Khalifa takes his opportunity now, knowing that he's got basically no challenge anymore in this race, to come back out into third place and not have to worry about anyone. One thing that will be interesting though to see is his teammate. Where is he? He's trying to pass Jess at the moment. Obviously Bale went for a bit of an undercut. Could that work out later on, as Jess just, I guess, has to let him through. She is still in P5, she is still yet to pit and could well come out in points again. We'll wait and see though. I don't really know, it's hard to tell at the moment. But she's having a good race. She was saying in the chat earlier she didn't want to be a 1-point wonder. And she's certainly today looking to have better pace, which is good to see. Because I think she was happy to admit herself she was struggling a little bit in that Williams at the start of the season. And she got points because basically everyone else retired around her. But she's now up there, P5, and we'll wait and see where she comes out when she pits. But it's certainly an improvement. I think she'll agree with me, I think, on that one. But OKK's just lost. What on earth was that line? He's trying to get... I don't even know what he's trying now. I'm not going to try and figure out what was going on in his head there. But he just forgot to do the corner, which is interesting. But that does mean Baz is now a little closer on the back. And OKK's going to go wide again, is he? Oh dear. Corey wants race control to announce a safety car, please. Well, I mean, we've seen 3 crashes, 1 fatal and 2 sort of not fatal. And we've seen no safety cars to them yet, so I guess we need to see a proper pile up. There's Jess and Pits. OKK, even though we can't stay on the track, will stay out a little bit longer. Jess gets a penalty, then may screw her over a little bit, we'll see later on. Kyle's in the pits as well. What on earth was that noise? Will come back out. And he's in the points still. And there's his teammate. Both in the points at last, although Moonshot, he was damaged, as I said earlier on. We'll have to pit again. And Jess is going to come out 15th. But she's going to have better tyres than the people around her, so we'll wait and see if she can make her way up the field again. Only halfway through the race, plenty of time still to go, so we'll see what happens there. And Baza is ahead of OKK now. Don't know if I missed that or not, but it was expected, so yeah. Oh, that's a little bit permanent braking zone, isn't it? I think Alex is very eager to get past her, but unfortunately just didn't have anywhere to pass. Beasley though gets past on OKK. Really should have pitted that lap, I think, the Haas driver. Because he's struggling to keep it on the track. He's struggling to keep that thing driving in a straight line as well. Oh, there's his teammate. Whiteout. Now, if that isn't a fatal crash, first of all, and a safety car second, well, it's not going to be a safety car as it would have come out by now, but that is a huge accident. And that's what happens, maybe with a higher ballast, and certainly just no control of the hill. That's not the issue having a higher ballast. I presume that's what's caused that. But, yeah. I do feel for his family. That is fatal. Anyway, let's stop dwelling over dead people. And dwell over the fact that there's no safety car. So, Voss still leads this one. But, we'll wait and see if his strategy works out. It's going to be interesting to see if it does. Oh, what could he do on the strategy? Like, it's difficult because he's already going a little bit quicker. I'm interested in it because we've also got Baze in fourth here. He's looking very good for a podium. No, he has to be said. Voss has probably got a lot of ideas flowing. Let me know what you think he's going to do, of course, in the comments as well, because I like the fan interaction. You know I like to have a little chat with you lot. And I'm very happy to answer some of your questions, etc. And just interact with you. I don't know why Jake's so sure it's going to be a 1-2 for Mercedes, because what's he going to do? He's setting fast as at the moment, Voss. He's not going to get to the end of them tires. So we're going to have to wait and see what he does. But this is going to be very interesting. We know the Supers only go 8 laps. We found out with Murdoch earlier. Oh, what's he going to do? I'm very interested to find out what he's going to do. Because if whatever he does, he should come out in a decent spot. To be honest, I don't see any issues with this where he may come out. Beesma looking to take away what at the moment, anyway, is a net podium. Almost certainly, though, won't be at the end of the race. And the inquiry starting in the ILR7 chat with Whiteout. Jack asking why. Say, what happened? You can't ask a dead man what's happened to him, because I think I could even answer that one myself, though. I mean, you know, in my TT practice, because obviously I'm a sweat, I find up the hill, honestly, into that right-hander turn 12, if you've got a higher ballast, your car can just twitch and you can spin so easily. And I think what's happened there is that Whiteout has lost it, and I think he's just tried to correct it up the hill, and he's just been shot off to Narnia. And once your car starts to go there, you're done, you're dead. Accept it, you're dead. I mean, that's what we're saying. We've seen 3 people retire there, and this way we've seen the championship leader come to blows there, just on the other side of the wall, or on the other side of the track. So, there's just nothing you can do when you lose up there, so I think that is what happened to him. Anyway, Beesma, I imagine we're doing some regular corner cutting, because there's no way he hasn't got a penalty yet. But I don't think I've seen one pop up. It wouldn't surprise me, but he is making moves work somehow, even though he's basically exceeding every corner. He's going to do it again there. Look, oh no, it doesn't quite, fair enough. But yeah, just pointing that one out. If you're wondering why he's not getting penalties for going off the track all the time, I think it is just regular corner cutting. No, Baza's trying to defend this lot, but they're on better tyres than him. Although Beesma isn't actually, has to be said. That was the genuine position, I think Beesma's won, but Alex, definitely on better tyres. No, sector 3. Oh dear. No, how has he done that? Safety car. Game? Crash? Pit entry? Safety... I guess not. You know, I don't know what happened there, but it should be a safety car game, honestly. But it's not. So, Moonshot retired, potentially on purpose, and potentially live on stream. Well, definitely live on stream, so apologies for that one. And Jack is here watching. So seriously, you're screwed. But anyway, yeah. Looks like Abby has arrived. ILR1 driver still. Are you missing ILR2? Yeah, he must be missing ILR2 a little bit. But he's here, so yeah. Nice to see you. Corey once again wanted us to announce the safety car. Wasn't gonna happen though because the game didn't want to. Oh, look at that! What a drift! I don't think that's gonna help his race, but I mean it's certainly gonna give him some style points. Look at that! Alex through turn 1 just drifting round. That's brilliant. That's brilliant. Sorry, but that's brilliant. That came so out of nowhere. Anyway, Beaster comes out of the pits again, and just not quite going to be overtaken by Jess, but Jess is back in the points, so not a one-trick pony at the moment. She is in the points again, and I'll be keeping an eye on that one because it's always good to see her do well. And people in the chat aren't too impressed that there's a different accident, and I'm asking Jack isn't either. So Munchalot, last two kicked out of the league forever, potentially. Gotta say it, because that's what you're all thinking. Anyway, Philip, under pressure from Murdoch. And you know what? Fair enough. It's been a decent recovery so far from him. He did have a puncture at the end of his first stint. Must have cost him about 10 seconds because it happened down the back straight, I think. So it's not like he had to go around the whole lap with a puncture. It's not like he spun or anything because it's very easy to spin. But yeah. No, he's made a good recovery regardless. Jake, you're not Lenny. Anyway, it doesn't work. Oh, wow, okay, well, you're going to ask me a question, sure, okay, fine. Right, let's check penalties. Yes, great idea. It is a good idea. I think we're on regular corner cutting, so really, if anyone's even got a warning, I'd be surprised. We have one warning for a Khalifa. So, yeah. Anyway, back to Philip, down the inside. And, unlike his teammate, he's not going to drift through the first corner. He's going to try and make some moves. And Risky Racer, certainly at the moment, well, it really should be staying ahead of someone who's 11 laps older. But, evidently not at the moment. He's being put under pressure. And Risky Racer does get overtaken. And I was saying he's building for a Driver of the Day performance, if he can just keep this up. And, oh, Philip got caught on the curb. That could be the move for Risky Racer. And it is. So stays ahead. And I think Abby's asking there whether regular corner cutting was an accident or not. But no, I think that's the way the lower tiers work. I think it was only ILR6 last season that had regular corner cutting, I guess, as if we moved down to this. Because this is effectively, I think, ILR6 from last season. It just shows how the tiers have evolved recently. You know, I think ILR5 this year's ILR4. Certainly what people in our chat have been saying. So, you know, while I may be in ILR5, I'm technically ILR4. And just like the guys in ILR6 are technically ILR5 and the guys in ILR7 are technically ILR6 from last season. It's just the way it works. And I guess the regular corner cutting also went over with them. So, yeah, Philip, as I said, he is on 17 lap old tires. Is probably crying for a pit stop. But it's going to keep going, and we're almost going to certainly see that car spearing off into the wall with multiple punctures very soon. But for now, we're going to see Murdoch passing it into turn 1. Nope. Interesting. I mean, it is interesting how Philip can even keep gripping the tyres that old, let alone actually fight. It's very good. And Jake and they're saying in the chat that he's technically an ILR1. I would agree with you, actually. I would say, I mean, ILR1 is ILR1 and ILR2 is ILR1. I mean, they might as well be the same tier. It's ridiculously how quick you lot are. Oh, that's broken from when Murdoch getting a bit too eager in the brakes there. But luckily, though, he should still get past. Beastmiller, on the other hand, will pass them all very soon. He's on much better tyres. 16 lap newer tyres to Philip. He really should cruise up to him. And Voss, here we go. Let's see what he's going to do. We know 8 laps on the Supers is... Oh, sorry, 9 laps. Sorry, 9 laps. Yeah, 9 laps is when they blew up for... what's his face? Murdoch. And we're going to see 9 laps. This is going to be incredible if he can make it work. He's going to come out... Is he going to come out in the podium places? This could decide the race if he does. Oh, it's going to be close, you know. I think Alex is going to get him. Alex does get him. into turn 1, and Voss, that's just going to make it a little bit harder for him. No, OKK spun round. And I was just about to watch him just say he was going to pass Jess, but Jess does escape alive then, and Philip into the pits at last. And I think OKK's off the track again, and once again, as we saw earlier, he's forgotten where the track is. But he was about to pass Jess there, so there goes the points begging for him, and it would even become P9, because there goes Jess up into P9 as Philip is in the pits. So that is a very costly mistake for OKK then. But we really do have to see, will Voss get past Alex and how quickly, because the race could be decided on how quickly he passes. Jack says that Jake is technically ILR2. How about we compromise? ILR 1.5. Did we call that? And yes, I think Jake's giving people in the chat a lesson now about how close the ILR2 qualifying is. But I think Australia was literally milliseconds between like 5 or 6 drivers, wasn't it? It was mental how close it was. So yeah, I'd say ILR1 is ILR1, ILR2 is ILR 1.3 or 4 or 5. We'll see. Anyway, Alex, as you may have saw, started drifting again. And Voss has to be passing him now. Down the inside. That's easy overdone it. That's way overdoing it. I think he's got too eager there. He's got to cut the corner. Where's Alex? There he is. And I think there goes the win right there. If there was any chance of it, it's gone. I personally think. Because it would have been 15 seconds to pass him. Anyway. But now it's going to be even worse. And as I said, I am keeping an eye on Jess on this one, and I am noticing that she's got Kyle and Philip both on newer, softer tyres behind. So this is where she needs to prove herself, I guess. She wants to be able to prove that she's not, as I say, a one-trick pony, one-point merchant, I guess. I don't know. I forgot what she said now. Yeah, but point is, she wants to prove herself today. And she's going to get a pretty stern fight, I think. So wait and see what happens. But anyway, Voss, he should be way past now. And challenging instead, he's off in Narnia and really bottling the move. Anyway, lap 23 now. Khalifa, certainly on course to win for the first time this season. Bill is in P2, and I can't see the guys behind fighting. Jack going OKK for last place and second last. But I reckon this is a bit more important. Voss, but the podium doesn't break nearly as late this time as the turn 1, but could still make it work. But no, it just doesn't turn in. That's really weird. I have to be honest, that's really weird the way he's driving this one. Abby asking who was leading the championship before this. Knighton Pete was leading the championship coming into this race. And he could still lead the championship coming out of this race. Let me just get the standings up again for you all. Let's see. Beason is ahead of Risky Racer, by the way. And I think he should still be ahead because he was on 50. He won the first 2 races. I think the guy behind was on 30. But I shall get that for you right now. Hold on a moment. As Alex drifts again. Voss surely have to go for it this time. I mean, he has to get a move on it. He'll at least want the podium, won't he? But nope. Not happening yet. Sorry, I am being very slow. Can't blame the website for this one, and not me, so it doesn't look like I'm doing anything wrong. I know Kyle is second in the championship. He is on 30 points. Then third is Alex, and he's on 18. So there's a very high chance that it's still going to be Pete leading the championship after this one. So no panic, it's fine for all you Pete fans, who I'm sure have all adopted his very affectionate nickname of Kington, that I accidentally called him the whole Chinese Grand Prix. And Voss has done it again. Voss has overcooked it into turn 1. He just can't make this move work, can he? Will he have to run up the hill this time? I'll be honest with you, it'd be very lucky if he does, because he just doesn't seem to be able to break. But working Alex by the looks of it. So Voss does get into P3. Very shabby though. Anyway, Jess now under some real pressure from Kyle. What's she going to do here? Down towards turn 1. There he goes. Kyle passes. So Jess falls down out into P10 now. So, it's still on. Points are still on. She's got 6 seconds. 6 seconds. And 6 laps. So we'll see what she does. Back up to the leaders though. Khalifa. I haven't really mentioned him much, but and Bill, to be fair, I haven't really mentioned him too much. It is a Mercedes 1-2, and they are 5 laps away from bringing home their first 1-2 of the season. And I don't know if it's the first one for the league in general this season. It wouldn't surprise me if it was here in round 3. Certainly the first for ILR7. But yeah, we're certainly looking at a Mercedes dominance today. And yeah. Bill, why have you still got number 1 in your car? You're second to your teammate. This is like the most inappropriate number you could have right now. I would say whack a number 2 on there, but that's been taken by big Stoffel Van Dorn on this game still, so you can't do that. Can't take number 3 either. You could take number 4, but then again, your teammates got that one. Maybe you didn't take number 1. They should just switch numbers to 2 Mercedes drivers because it's clearly inaccurate in every way. But 25 points, that will take Khalifa up to 2nd, I believe, in the championship. I prefer to 2nd. I just closed down the title standings. Damn it. It will take him up to 3rd because this will be his first point of the season. Bill has only got 4 points, and 2nd place only leaving on 22. So the Mercedes boys will be 2nd, or sorry, they'll be 3rd and 4th in the standings when they win this. If they win this, but when they win this, let's be honest. If they bottle it now, it'll be great. It'll be great drama. I'm sure no one will be complaining except them. And we saw how quickly and how randomly Pete bottled it. So yeah. No. Hate to bring this up again, but Jess is really close to bottling this. Let's check penalties. I'm sort of rooting for her here, if you couldn't tell. And Philip has got... Ah, dear, Jess has a penalty. Okay, so she's going to be hoping for a driver to retire ahead then. She's got no other way of getting points. Unless, of course, Philip dies behind her. Which would save her, but yeah, it looks like Jess is going to fall to 11th, but I'm sure it's not going to matter really too much. I mean, 2 Williams, they both want to improve. 11th and 12th at the moment. I don't know why I find that funny. Oh dear, I'll be in the shot. Jess speeding, oh dear. I don't know why I find that I shouldn't find that funny, apologies. Blame Abby for that. Anyway, Khalifa still going. We've sort of got nothing else to watch right now, do we? Let's be honest. The race is fully calmed down. And we're just waiting now to see him win. Only 3 laps to go. And I wonder how ILR6 is going. Because I don't know, everyone seems to want to see Jamie win all the time. Obviously, I don't get the pleasure of commentating on him anymore. But he's currently 2nd in his race. Oh man, oh dear, Jamie's doing well. Maybe he shouldn't have been demoted another tier. Has Jamie been the most demoted driver ever? Has anyone fallen further? I mean, Jamie was an ILR1 last season, you know. It may be for only 1 race, you know. But like 2 races later, 3 races later, he's down in ILR6. Biggest demotion ever? I think so. Getting well down here next week, even though he was the ILR5 Season 4 runner-up. If I think win, mind you, but still. Anyway, sorry, we're talking about the wrong tier now. It's just what a boring end to a race will do to you. Hopefully these 2 crash and then we'll see something interesting. And they have hits. There you go. Drama. Enjoy it. Philip on the back of Jess. And up towards turn 4. Let's see. He should get past rather easily. There should be no problems with that. It's just about whether he breaks his car. Because he did crash into it at turn 1. Not very hard, but enough can do damage. If it was simulation, the whole car would be on fire right now and upside down and just destroyed. And we've got all of the ILR, ILR5 drivers in there going on about their strategies now. I really should be strategizing with them, but nah, let's not. Let's not strategize with them. But yeah, I feel it really putting the pressure on now. Should get Jess in the last couple of corners. Abby's there saying that he wants fire simulation on the next game. Wouldn't that be great, just to see your car blazing in your mirrors? You're just thinking, oh, what's that? Look behind you, the whole car's on fire. Be great for streaming. Have engine failures as well. As BS as it would be, I'd love to see some engine failures in this game. It'd be great to see cars blowing up. I mean, engine failures were in F1 2017, as yes, Jess was overtaken in the end. We all saw that one coming with the better tires. And looks like OKK's forgotten where the track is again, but luckily for him, Paul has crashed. So it's not the end of the world for OKK being overtaken now. But yeah, I think there was engine failures in F1 2017 multiplayer, for those of you who don't know. But what happened, it was weird. They existed, but they didn't actually do anything. And what would happen is that your car would genuinely burn the whole race. You'd just see smoke pouring out of it the whole race. And it genuinely happened, and it was really weird. I don't think I saw it happen in this league, but I certainly saw it happen in other leagues, and it was so weird. And it was, yeah, just fun fact, they were in F1 2017. Anyway, we're on the final lap, so hopefully we see an engine failure here. That'd be really awkward. But Khalifa, 4.2 seconds ahead of his teammate. We're on for a Mercedes 1-2 today. And Voss is under pressure for third. His tyres are basically at breaking point now, you would imagine. And that will mean they're going to go pop, potentially, just like Murdoch. Yellows, what's this for? Nothing, is it? Oh, what a surprise. So, Khalifa, we saw him get a puncture off the line in China. And it ruined his race that day. He was on pole. I mean, he was in the ultras. It would have not went well at all, that race. But the point is, he was out of it before it even begun. But this time, Khalifa got the strategy right, didn't bin it like Pete, and is going to get rewarded with that win. And nearly into the back of top Fernando as he crosses the line. Bill takes second, and it is a 1-2 for Mercedes here in Sakir. Now, Voss comes across the line, his tyres don't blow up, and he gets P3. I'm sure he'll be happy with that one. Alex got lost on the last lap. He's now 11 seconds down. What did he do? Did he go drifting again? Anyway, he's P4. Baza comes across the line in P5. Bisma, P6. Risky Racer, I think he's gained the most places today, so sort of by default he's going to have to get driver today, isn't he? I think he's gained 11 spots overall. Let's just be sure of that. Yep, 11 spots. So we'll give him driver today, why not? Murdoch, P8. We're going to blame Paul McGuinness for Murdoch doing so badly there. Kyle, crossing the line, P9. Philip will take the last point by the looks of it. Yes, he will. And Jess is 11. So you're going to stop go penalty, and not Fernando is the only man still running. So we've got 15 minutes now until ILR4 and ILR5. Also at Bahrain. I think Jess is doing ILR5, and we've got Cliffy, I think, on ILR4. So they're both going to be at 8 o'clock. Do feel free to watch them as well. It gives us money, I think, now. Since we've got over 1,000 subscribers, we can get monetization on this channel, which is going to really infuriate everyone because they'll just fill all the videos because they're all going to be over 10 minutes long. This was secretly a monetization dream that we all had, and so we can milk money off you, etc, etc. But still watch, you know, helps. And yeah, I think, like I say, we've got the ILR Xbox on Friday and then Sunday tiers as well. So plenty of ILR still to come this week. This is only the start of it. And it starts with Mercedes 1-2 here at Sakir International Circuit in Bahrain. And it didn't rain, which is a real shame. There's Boston third as well. Abby's asking how not Fernando continued after being lapped. He was lapped right on the line. Did he not see Khalifa nearly crashed into him? It was a bit risky, to say the least. But yeah. Anyway, let's quickly confirm the order again. Khalifa from Bill, Voss, Alex, Baza, Beesmer, Risky Racer, Driver today, P7, Murdoch 8, Kyle 9th, Philip 10th, Jess 11th, not Fernando 12th, OKK 13th, Jacko 14th, then a retirement, Paul 15th, Moonslot 16th, Whiteout 17th, Pete 18th, Rob 19th, and Proopa in 20th and last. And that is it. That has been ILR7. Thank you all for watching. Hope you all enjoyed the race, and hope you all enjoy the rest of the racing this week. I'm back here on Sunday for ILR2 at 7 with Soup. Hope you can all join me for that one, and safe travels, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you enjoy the rest of your night and watch ILR5 once we win.